bawa pergi food tour pula. Geng, ni kedai first yang dia suruh kita mai. Apa khabar kakak?
Khabar baik.
Kita ada jus buah amra, geng.
Sini sambal.
Sini sambal.
Ingatan apa kata ini?
Okey, baik. It's very spicy.
Ya.
Biji sambal kacang. Kedai Melayu dia kata, Melayu Sri Lanka. Masha Allah, hotel.
Kari pap, you know?
Kari pap dia agak famous. Masakan gulai kat sini semuanya halal. Banyak makanan mai dah ni. I'm fine. Malaysia. Makan kari pap sardin. Yang ni kuih ketayap, geng. Sangat sama. Kita nak cuba ni. Pitu.
Santang kari.
I call masa lemak. Dia sangat different.
Masak merah.
Masak merah.
Yes.
Sebiji macam kedai mamak kita, geng. Daripada buat teh tarik, section roti canai. Memang kedai mamak Sri Lanka lah. Satu event yang cukup istimewa. Pelajaran pertandingan Kesenian. Madam Sabrina Jaya.
We are now 104 years old.
Bro, you are a YouTuber.
Abang kenal saya.
This sambal ikan bilis is top class.
Kita sekarang bersama Pesuruhjaya Tinggi Malaysia ke Sri Lanka.
Kami daripada TM Bikers Sri Lanka Adventure 2026.
Salam geng, travel mission. Lepas daripada Taste of Malay Food Festival ni, hari ni Kak Ruzaina janji nak bawa pergi food tour pula. Untuk makluman hampa, ni kali keempat aku mai Sri Lanka. Selama ni aku duk fikir kata aku dah makan semua, dah cuba semua. Hari ni Kak Ruzaina akan buktikan bahawa aku salah. Jom kita mula. Geng, ni kedai first yang dia suruh kita mai, Upali by Nawaloka. Okey, kita masuk dalam ni. Aku rasa dia tunggu kat dalam. Okey, jom kita masuk. Mana dia? Tu dia kakak Ruzaina kita. Hai kakak, how are you?
Good. How was your trip?
Great.
I am so grateful that you came. Really.
Thank you
That is
so
why
much.
I made sure that I made time today so that I could like really slowly explain, because that day at the event it was like such a rush and I had to like go through it. But I will show you exactly how Sri Lankan Malay food has influenced Sri Lanka, and also even our language is supposed to be unique to us. The Sri Lankan Malay dialect is supposed to be unique to Sri Lanka. So it is like a culture within a culture.
Within a culture.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Maybe we try to speak a bit. Can we see if we understand each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask me something.
Ya, apa khabar kakak?
Khabar baik.
Wah,
It's similar.
it's similar ya.
It's similar.
So apa makanan kegemaran kakak di Sri Lanka?
I know what you said. You said what is the food, and then
Kegemaran is favorite food.
really?
Food, yes.
So this is the thing now. These kind of words we have mixed with Tamil and Sinhalese and English.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so we don't like speak so many words. We just know a few words and then everything else is mixed. So we would just ask, apa favorite makanan Sri Lanka?
Apa favorite makanan?
Apa favorite makanan?
Ni minuman pertama dia dah order kat kita.
Umbrella juice.
Umbrella juice.
Yeah, June plum.
Saya puasa today.
Really? Oh?
For the food tour.
Keeping yourself empty.
Yeah.
You can go on the minority taste tour.
Sebab Kak Ruzaina nak tunjuk punya pasal kita tak makan langsung daripada pagi tadi. Kita nak makan makanan dia. Kita nak tengok apa makanan Colombo daripada perspektif Kak Ruzaina kita. The minority taste. Ni kita ada jus buah amra, geng. Ni order untuk just nak buka puasa lah. This is like breaking my fast now.
Buka puasa.
Buka puasa. Oh, here it's more sweeter.
Yeah.
Back in Malaysia,
It's sour.
it's sour.
Yeah. Yeah, they like a lot to make it. In Sri Lanka, we like it sweet than sour.
Kat sini geng, dia lebih ke arah manis. Dia tak macam masam-masam dekat macam kat Malaysia tu jus amra dia. Okay, following next. Geng, kita punya makanan pertama dah sampai. So Kak Ruzaina akan explain dekat kita sikit. Jom.
I am going to tell you these three, especially these three, are very popular in Sri Lanka. Okay, you get this with all the things. You get this with bread, you get this with rice, you get this with the hoppers, string hoppers, everything. This is the main trio of sambal. It's sambal.
It's sambal.
But has become sambal.
Okay.
This is sini sambal.
Huh?
Sini sambal.
Sini sambal. Sini
Yeah.
as in sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar, okay.
This is pol sambal. Pol sambal is coconut
Coconut.
sambal.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is katta sambal.
Kata.
katta sambal.
Basically ni adalah manis, macam-macam sambal manis, sambal nyok dengan yang ni sambal bawang.
Bawang.
Yes, ya.
Bawang. Bawang. Ini bawang jo.
Oh, this is bawang
Yes.
also. Oh, okay.
Did you understand I said ini bawang jo?
No, not really.
Yes, exactly. I said this is also onions. That's
Onion,
what I said.
okay.
I want you to try and tell me what it reminds you of.
Kak Ruzaina suruh kita cuba sikit-sikit.
Apa ingat?
Apa ingat ya?
Apa ingat? Apa
Okay.
ingat kata bilang
Kata bila makan. One more time.
ini makan dia.
Aha.
Apa ingat kata? Ingatan
Okay.
apa kata ini?
Okey, baik. Itu adalah bahasa Melayu Sri Lanka, geng. Okey, makan dengan roti ni. So dia suruh aku cuba dulu. So, which one you want me to try first?
This one first.
Sambal bawang.
This sambal bawang.
With bread.
Yes, with bread of course.
Okay.
Spicy, so you have to eat a little bit. Just eat a little bit and see
Little.
the taste.
Little bit. And I'll let you know. Okay, geng. Sambal bawang ni. It's very spicy.
Yeah.
Super duper spicy. Dia suruh aku ambil sikit, aku ambil banyak. Pedas gila. Oi. Dia pedas sahaja, tak ada rasa lain. Next.
Does it remind you of something?
Belacan. Sambal belacan.
Yeah,
Yeah, sambal
yes.
belacan.
Correct. See?
Rasa sebiji ni sambal belacan.
Yeah. Because this has we have put moldy fish in this. It's a type of like a fish. So that
Oh.
belacan taste is coming. Because belacan is also like shrimp, no? That umami.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very similar. Please drink water.
No, I'm okay. I love spicy food.
Oh, okay.
Dia letak macam kita sambal belacan ni ada udang semua tu kan. Dia letak macam ikan Maldives dalam ni. That's why kita ada rasa sambal belacan.
Yeah. So see how it is. This is obviously Malaysian. You know, but like I said before, in Sri Lanka, it's very difficult to speak about these things because food is so emotionally connected, right, to people. So when you tell this is Malay, everybody's like, no.
This
it's
is
like,
local.
Yeah, this is local. Yes, of course, it's Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
But where did it come from? And we never went to Malaysia or
Yeah.
Indonesia,
Yeah.
right? Indonesian Malaysians came
Yeah,
here.
Sri
So
Lanka.
obviously, when it's so similar preparation, similar taste, similar look, only difference is we are using moldy fish and
We are using udang.
udang. Yes.
Kita guna
But
udang, kita guna
kita
Maldives
guna
fish.
udang. In our
Guna juga
house,
udang?
yeah, at home, we make this with moldy fish and sometimes we make it with
Udang.
udang.
Oh.
Yes, kecil udang.
Udang kecil.
Yes.
Betul.
Yeah, exactly. So next is this.
Okay.
Sini
Next,
sambal.
geng, sini sambal.
Yeah. So bawang jo.
Yang ni manis bawang dengan kemanisan. It's more like onions sweetness,
Yes.
not sugar sweetness.
Yeah. Onion sweetness, caramelized onion. Little
Dia
bit of
bukan
sugar
asam
is.
macam gula, dia macam kemanisan dari bawang. This one we can sometimes they put as inti into curry puff or samosa. Betul
Yes.
lah, betul lah.
Betul.
lah.
Betul. Exactly.
Sama je macam inti curry puff atau
Yeah.
samosa. Okay.
Yes. Because in Malaysia they use a lot of sugar, right? In
Sugar,
everything.
yeah, sugar.
Yes. So this was a sugar. And when I went to Malaysia, I had something like I had a vegetarian curry puff.
Curry puff.
Yeah, but vegetarian one. That put little potatoes and something like this. And I was so surprised.
Yeah.
This was about 10-15 years ago. I was like, oh my god, like how do they have this series sambal, But now I know they bought it down, not
Yeah.
the other way around. But
Yeah.
it's very, very similar. They use this for cooking as well. A lot there. Okay, so now next is this.
Okay.
Now this is of course
Sambal nyok. Yeah.
in Sri Lanka only.
It's local ya.
Local.
Okay. Lepas kita cuba dua dish daripada ni, kita akan cuba pula dish local Sri Lanka. Sambal nyok.
How do you say coconut in Malay?
Yeah. We say kelapa.
I will say kelapa.
Okay.
Kelapa only.
Only my dialect from Kedah and Utara, we call it nyok.
No.
Nyok.
No, that's what I was wondering. Because we say kelapa and you were like
Nyok.
sambal nyok.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yang ni pedas sikit, dia rasa nyok tu memang pure lah. Okay.
It's
Sebab
nice,
dia
huh?
memang grated coconut. Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice.
And the base of that sambal is the kata sambal.
Kata sambal. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's very similar. It's basically the same thing.
That means without this, there is no coconut
Yes.
sambal. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
This is my opinion.
This is your opinion. Okay. Geng, kita punya starter dah settle dah. Kita pergi next location.
Lain makan dah ngarep.
Apa tu? Sudah
I
makan?
makan dengan api.
Ya.
We're going to eat more.
Oh gitu. Geng, tempat seterusnya kita main ni alut kedai street food. Benda ni kita pernah dah main, dah explore street food. Tapi kedai makanan yang Kak Ruzaina nak bawa ni kita tak masuk. Kebetulan. Okey, jom masuk. And tu kedai Melayu, dia kata Melayu Sri Lanka. Jom masuk. Memang sibuk. Aduh, nak cross jalan mampu. Kedai makanan ni nama dia Masha Hotel. Hello, hi.
You don't have to eat it, but this is very very famous here.
Okay,
It's the
sure.
curry puff, you know.
Curry puff.
Yeah, but with babat.
Oh, babat curry puff. Hampa tengok masakan gulai kat sini. Wah, refreshing. Semuanya halal.
So this is like a mamak.
Mamak.
Sri Lankan mamak.
Mamak. Kedai mamak geng. Sri Lankan curry puff.
Yeah, but we call it pastol.
Pastul.
Yes, pastol. I am going to eat the babat one.
Okay.
Okay, it's very famous with the Malay community, and it's even famous with everybody else. That's why they're all buying, you know, like hotcakes.
Geng, kat sini dalam masakan Melayu Sri Lanka, babat ni satu makanan yang sangat famous. Babat ni adalah usus basically. Dia boleh jadi usus lembu ataupun usus kambing. Walaupun aku tak makan lembu, aku nak minta Kak Ruzaina explain pasal apa orang yang boleh makan, macam contoh hampa yang beragama Islam semua tu tak ada masalah. Kami sebab kami agama Hindu tak boleh makan lembu lah. Macam hampa yang boleh makan tu, sebab apa hampa kena cuba babat dekat sini? Okay, sebab benda ni aku tak boleh makan. Jadi Kak Ruzaina akan explain kat hampa.
First,
Banyak makanan mai dah ni.
makanan ada rasa, makanan. Okay, so when the Indonesian and Malaysian, when they were bought here, right? They were mostly like soldiers and file workers and mainly they were soldiers in Sri Lanka. So they were given a lot of beef parts to eat. That is number one reason, right? Number two, Malays in particular, especially the Malays, we don't believe in wasting a full cow. You know what I mean? You kill a full cow and only eat steak and that part. We have to respect the animal, the full animal we kill, right? So we are, in giving respect, we eat all the parts. That is number two. Number three, and the most important reason is, this curry is very unique to Sri Lanka, right? Because of the way it has been cooked. The way the spices has been blended, there's a special, very special spice blend. So the way it's made is very special to Sri Lanka and unique to Sri Lanka. So anyone who's eating beef, they should definitely come and try the Sri Lankan babat curry.
Yang sekali lagi aku tegaskan, walaupun aku tak makan sebab aku ni seorang beragama Hindu, tapi aku just nak minta Kak Ruzaina review sebab ada yang viewer kita yang makan kan, betul tak? Okay? And I hope all other Hindu friends who don't eat beef, you can understand what my intention is. In Sri Lankan Malay culture, you can't skip babat. That's why I still have to ask Kak Ruzaina to explain, okay? So I hope you guys can understand my intention here.
You the fish curry puff.
Fish curry puff.
Maldive fish curry puff.
Maldive fish curry
Maldive
puff.
fish.
Okay, curry puff ikan. How are you? I am fine. Malaysia. Yeah. Thank you. Geng, kita makan curry puff ikan ni.
Owner.
Makan curry puff sardine. It's like sardine curry puff, you know? Right? The same like sardine curry puff. Rasa macam curry puff kita kan. Tak beza banyak. What they call this? Pastul. Pastul. Next
we're doing kompittu.
I think in Tamil we call it puttu.
Yes, we also call it pittu.
Puttu. Baku ke? Ni yang tengok ni, kami panggil sebagai putu, tapi dalam ni dia letak gula melaka. Jaggery, jom. Dia memang rasa tu memang sedap lah. Tepung pitu dia masuk sekali dengan jaggery tu. Nak kata manis, not so sweet. Right? It's a perfect blend. Sedap sungguh. Yang ni kuih ketayap geng. Cuma itu kita makan dekat your food festival also we taste it.
Yes.
Cuma yang ni warna kuning. Rasa sama, aku dah rasa itu. Benda sama aja. Tengok inti dia pun sama. Santan dengan gula melaka.
This is so popular here, right? Everybody eats
Sangat
it.
sama. So similar to Malaysia.
Exactly.
Yang seterusnya, I don't know really. Aku tak tahu nama yang ni, tapi dalam bahasa Tamil yang ni Kolkata.
This is not Malay.
Makanan yang sama lah, rasa dia sama macam Kolkata.
Rasa sama Calcutta.
Rasa sama saja. Kak ni boleh cakap bahasa Melayu here and there. Memang funny lah interaction kami ni, memang best. Sekarang ni kita nak cuba ni pitu.
The pitu at the festival was made with rice.
Made by?
With rice.
With rice.
Yeah. Did you try the pitu?
Yes.
Okay, so this is made with flour.
Oh, made with flour, okay. But it look like rice, you know.
Yeah, it looks like rice but it's flour.
It's flour. Oh, okay. Tepung weh rupanya. And I eat with santan curry. Oh, like this is I call masa lemak. Masa lemak. Maybe masa lemak. Kita cuba geng. Santan curry ni.
And you can eat with the chicken.
Chicken sambal, I think.
No. We are just chicken merah, masak merah.
Masak merah.
Yes.
Wah.
And
Geng,
here
ayam
they,
masak merah ni.
but here in Sri Lanka they call it devil chicken or like this particular way, big chunks, big chunk. Now devil chicken you have to cut it, chop, and you toss it with this. But this way, people will think it's devil chicken. Whoever Sri Lankans watching it, but this is the way Malays cook. Ayam masak merah.
Masak merah, ya. Kita cuba geng santan kari dengan pitu ni.
Different, right?
Dia sangat different daripada masak lemak. It's very different. It's more like sodi.
Yes.
Sodi like masakan sodi. Masakan Tamil tu. Dia punya rasa sangat sedap tapi dia tak se-heavy masak lemak. Dia rasa sangat light. It's very light. Yeah. And masak merah dia kita tengok sikit. Ni memang clearly masak merah lah.
Same lah.
So my Sri Lanka ni, kalau nak kenal dengan taste kita, bolehlah my area ni. Lebih kurang sama saja. Kamu makan. Kak Ruzaina tengah sembang dengan mak aku. Hampa tengok aura dia sebiji macam kedai mamak kita, geng. Sorry. Sebiji section goreng-goreng. Lepas tu ni nasi campur macam nasi kandak. Area ni daripada buat teh tarik kat sini, kat dalam tu hampa tengok section roti canai. Dan Masha Allah ni memang kedai mamak Sri Lanka lah. Okay, kita dah habis kat sini. Okay geng, itu je makanan kita bersama Kak Ruzaina. Dia dah tunjuk kita macam-macam. So thank you so much sister.
Thank you for coming.
No, thank you so much for taking your time.
Of course, my pleasure.
Tunjuk kepada kita semua jenis makanan Sri Lanka. Saya sangat gembira jumpa dengan kakak.
Saya pun gembira juga.
So kita dah explore makanan Sri Lanka dengan duta dia sendiri, duta Sri Lankan Malay dekat sini. Okay, Kak Ruzaina ni she's like ambassador.
Thank you, terima kasih. Terima kasih.
Okay, Kak, jumpa lagi ya. Bye. Gang Travel Mission. Hari ni kita ada satu event yang cukup istimewa. Sebab apa? Hampa ingat tak dulu aku buat video Melayu di Sri Lanka ni? Lepas video tu, Puan Zalina Muhammad Yusof, dia komen dekat video kita suruh datang ke embassy next time bila datang Sri Lanka. Kebetulan kali ni bila aku email High Commission kata aku nak mai Sri Lanka ni, kebetulan mereka pun ada satu event Majlis Ekspedisi Motosikal Madani dan juga Pertandingan Persatuan Kesenian Melayu. So mereka jemput kita untuk my event ni. So kita akan pergi event ni, kita akan explore lagi dekat sini.
So we are delighted to have all of you here today.
Semoga semua sihat selalu. I would like to introduce something related to bahasa Melayu. Merasmikan pelajaran Pertandingan Kesenian Melayu pada hari ini. Malaysia! Boleh! Malaysia! Boleh! Malaysia! Boleh! Sri Lanka! Go! Sri Lanka! Go! Sri Lanka! Go!
Gang Travel Mission, hari ni kita jumpa orang-orang yang penting dekat sini. So sekarang ni kita bersama pengerusi Persatuan Melayu Sri Lanka, SLMA, Sri Lankan Malay Association President, Madam Sabrina Jaya.
Assalamualaikum.
So it's a great pleasure to see you, Madam. Actually, I came here from Malaysia for Ruzaina's event, Taste of Malay Food Festival, and also got invited to come to this event. And here it's a great pleasure to see you as well. And I would like to ask you a few questions. Can you explain me what is the role of SLMA as a primary connecting bridge to connect Sri Lankan Malays with Malaysians, Indonesians, Singaporeans, like all the Malays from different parts of the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, the Malays came to Sri Lanka in the 17th century, and from that time onwards, we have been a part of the fabric of Sri Lanka. So, as Sri Lanka Malay Association, we are now 104 years old, right? A very old organization. And basically, our objectives are mainly to foster harmony and sort of relationships within the Malays in Sri Lanka, the other communities in Sri Lanka, and the Malays across the globe. So, well, I think this year especially, or last year I should say, we were very, very actively involved in getting the Malays Association globally involved. That's our first step. But having said that, we are very close to the Malaysian High Commission and the Indonesian Embassy in Sri Lanka. For every event, we invite them and they invite us. So that's the way we identify our Malay community. So what the Sri Lanka Malay Association, what we do is mainly charity, right? It's mainly taking care of our community, the underprivileged community, people, in the form of giving them education, like school books, in the form of giving them water for life, because in remote areas there is no drinking water. So we get donors, and we do our regular, like religious. Islam is the faith, so we emphasize on our religious activities. So we have our zakat and Qurban, Hajj Qurban and things like that, which we practice. And from last year onwards, during the Hajj Qurban, the Excellency, the Malaysian High Commission, came up with the tradition of the soup tulang, which is followed in Malaysia. We had never heard of that in Sri Lanka. So we started it last year, and inshallah we are hoping to carry that out this year as well. Right? So he's a remarkable man, and he has given us so much of advice, suggestions, and been very, very close actually. So we've learned a lot from him. Of the Malaysian, I think what we Sri Lanka do is we picked up a lot of Sri Lankan culture as well. So it's a mix that we do. Yeah. So it is very nice to see, to try and do something really purely Malaysian.
Oh, okay. What are your biggest challenges for to attract the younger generations of Sri Lankan Malays to continue this heritage?
I know. It is. We are finding it extremely difficult. One thing is because they prefer to, they study abroad a lot. So they either remain abroad or they want to go abroad. So the youth that are remaining, we try our best. We have given them so many incentives, motivations, and we try. We've got a nice group at the moment, managed to get a nice group of maybe about 12 of them, who also perform in the dance, cultural and the silat and all of that. So they are active at the moment, but retaining them I think is not the easiest, but we are doing our best. So inshallah.
So how does people like Ruzaina, the minority taste and contributing in your effort to stop this culture from fade away with time? So how does people?
I actually have not enough of words to appreciate her and what she's doing.
Okay.
It's just unbelievable. She goes, leaps and bounds to do and to talk about the culture, to talk about the cuisine really, and again promote dishes that have been forgotten and need to be revived. So I think she's somebody we are very honored and deeply appreciative to have in our, especially she falls under sort of the youth, right? So we are really very hopeful and looking forward to everything that she does and giving her our fullest support, because she is somebody that she's like a precious stone for us.
Yeah, great. So yeah, I'm also really happy to document Sri Lankan Malay culture, which actually some of the Malaysians, they don't even know about this existence of Sri Lankan Malays
Right.
and all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
so
so
much.
lovely of you to have come all the way from Malaysia and doing this for what, I mean, you've done a great job, I think. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bro, you are a YouTuber?
Travel mission.
Yeah, I watch your channel.
Oh, sempat lagi ya.
Yeah.
Abang kenal saya.
I selalu tengok you ni.
Ya.
You travel. Your latest destination mana?
Sini lah.
Sini, berapa hari dah?
Sini saya dah habis. Hari ni saya nak balik.
Oh, really?
Geng kita main sini nak rasa makanan dia. Sekarang ni dia pula rasa makanan kita dan dia nak review sambal kita macam mana pula. Hai Kak Ruzaina. Hi. So now it's your time to review how's this Malaysian dish.
Oh my
lemak
god,
Malaysia.
I have eaten the Malaysian cuisine before in Malaysia, the mamak and everything, but I've never eaten homemade Malaysian food. You know, I've eaten from the mamak, I've eaten from restaurants. This today is so tasty, and I was asking who made it. Apparently it's made by the association and the embassy itself, so everything is homemade, right? So that homemade taste is, how do I say it, vera level. You know, it's in a different level, especially the sambals. You know, this I have never tried this, the sambal ikan bilis. I have tried the sambal that you eat with the nasi lemak, but this sambal ikan bilis is top class. Really, it's so nice. I think I'm going to cry because I've not had homemade Malaysian food and it's so delicious.
Come to my house.
Inshallah. Auntie is going to make me food. She already sent me cake.
Yeah.
Now I want to eat food.
Geng Travel Mission, kita sekarang bersama Pesuruhjaya Tinggi Malaysia ke Sri Lanka, Tuan Yang Terutama Badli Hisham Adam. Selamat sejahtera Tuan.
Selamat sejahtera. Terima kasih.
First of all, saya nak rakamkan jutaan terima kasih sebab bagi jemputan ni kepada saya untuk sertai majlis yang cukup istimewa ni. Dekat sini kita ada beberapa soalan khas kepada viewer Travel Mission dan juga rakyat Malaysia secara umumnya. Apa pesanan TYT kepada rakyat Malaysia yang ingin berkunjung ke Sri Lanka?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Terima kasih atas soalan. Jika ditanya berkaitan dengan apakah yang sepatutnya rakyat Malaysia merasai di Sri Lanka ini, terlalu banyak. Negara ini mempunyai sejarah yang panjang dan mempunyai tempat-tempat yang menarik serta mempunyai kepelbagaian kaum dan agama. Jika ingin datang ke sini, perlu menziarahi beberapa tempat-tempat yang menarik, termasuk yang berkaitan dengan sejarah bangsa Melayu yang datang ke Sri Lanka. Lebih kurang daripada 100 tahun dulu terdapatnya regimen askar Melayu di Sri Lanka ini. Bila ada komuniti Melayu, makanan-makanan Melayu termasuk dodol, termasuk pelbagai masakan-masakan rendang dan sebagainya boleh juga didapati di Sri Lanka.
Okey, soalan seterusnya, apakah visi TYT dalam membentuk ekosistem sokongan yang kukuh untuk rakyat Malaysia yang datang ke Sri Lanka?
Visi dan misi kita jelas, iaitu untuk mempererat dan memkukuhkan hubungan Malaysia dan Sri Lanka, bukan saja dari segi bilateral tetapi juga multilateral serta dari segi kebudayaan dan juga pelbagai perkara lain termasuk sukan dan juga perkara-perkara yang boleh menjadikan hubungan antara Malaysia dan Sri Lanka ke satu tahap yang lebih tinggi. Kita juga ada melabur di sini dan pelaburan Malaysia adalah dihargai serta menjadi satu contoh kepada rakyat Sri Lanka untuk mereka belajar bagaimana Malaysia boleh berjaya dari segi ekonomi dan juga pelaburan.
Soalan ketiga saya ni lebih ke arah personal. Apakah satu perkara tentang Malaysia yang TYT paling rindu dan rasa macam tak pernah dapat digantikan di mana-mana TYT bertugas, bukan di Sri Lanka saja, di mana-mana sahaja?
Pada saya ialah ibu saya yang telah meninggal dunia pada 2023 pada bulan 8 sebelum saya dapat menyambut Hari Kebangsaan Malaysia pada tahun tersebut, dan beliaulah yang telah mencorakkan serta membentuk diri saya untuk menjadi seorang yang berjaya pada masa sekarang. Dan saya mendoakan agar kedua ibu bapa saya, ayahanda saya Adam Sa'ad arwahnya dan ibu saya arwah Hadijah binti Abdul Hamid, supaya dikurniakan syurga Jannatul Firdaus tanpa dihisap. Pada saya, dengan doa beliau berdua, kedua ibu bapa saya, menjadikan saya seorang yang amat berjaya buat masa sekarang. Terima kasih.
Betul-betul menyentuh hati TYT. So sekali lagi saya ucapkan terima kasih dan saya betul-betul menghargai jemputan ni.
Terima kasih kembali. Terima kasih.
Gang Travel Mission, bila kita mai hari ni baru kita tahu kata ada program ekspedisi motosikal madani macam ride ke Sri Lanka. Dekat sini bersama kita ada Presiden, ya, Abang Pengerusi bersama orang kuat kita, ya. Boleh tak Encik Rehan ceritakan sikit apa ekspedisi ni, macam mana ride ni berfunction, ya?
Okey, kami daripada TM Bikers pada tahun ini bermula daripada 1 hingga 8 Mei 2026 kami mengadakan ride Sri Lanka Adventure 2026. Tempat-tempat yang kami lawati kebanyakannya memang menarik, sangat-sangat menarik, jalan yang menarik dengan adventure, jalan yang adventure.
So berapa tahun dah buat ride macam ni?
Sejak penubuhan kami pada 2010, ride kami yang di Sri Lanka ni adalah lebih kurang antara yang ke-25.
Okey.
Selama negara-negara lain sebelum ni pernah kita buat juga, seperti di Turki.
Negara yang paling jauh?
Negara paling jauh kami ride di Turki.
Memang terbaik lah. Okay. Terima kasih Encik Rehan, ya.
Right.
That's it, gang. Aku dah sampai airport. Kita dah nak balik dah. So terima kasih sebab terus bagi support dekat aku. Tolong tengok video kita, like video-video kita, share video kita dengan ahli keluarga dan kawan-kawan, dan tolong komen feedback hampa. Tu je dari aku untuk kali ini. Next episode negara lain. Keep guessing, gang. Jumpa next episode. Jom.